This video is about our trip to Skooliepalooza 2021. And Skooliepalooza is North America's largest gathering of school bus conversions, coming together during a free camping and community building event. Skooliepalooza is held on a primitive or dispersed camping area, with no services available: water, electric, trash, removal, bathrooms, or otherwise. What you bring in must be packed out. There are no fees to camp. The Skooliepalooza campsite is managed by the BLM, the Bureau of Land Management. Ehrenberg, Arizona is conveniently located along I-10, near the Arizona-California border, 18 miles west of Quartzsite. Services catering to the RV and snowbird community, grocery, gas, propane, are available in nearby Blythe, Quartzsite, or Parker. Here is a statement about BLM land. Dispersed camping in undeveloped areas. You may camp for up to 14 days before having to move at least 25 miles from your original spot. You may not return to that same area for 28 consecutive days. When possible, choose a campsite that has already been established. Camp at least 200 feet away from water sources, including gullies, which can quickly fill with water during sudden downpours. Use existing fire rings, or even better, use a camp stove. Check local current fire conditions before starting a campfire. Dispose of human waste properly, away from water and in a 6-inch or deeper hole. And now, here's our bus. It's a 2000 Chevy G3500 6.5-liter diesel with almost 200,000 miles on it. We bought it a little over a year ago for $3,200. I've learned a lot about this particular diesel engine. I have many other videos about this bus and its engine, so be sure to subscribe and check them out. It's got a gross vehicle weight rating of 12,000 pounds, the front axle at 4,300 and the rear axle at 8,600. We decided to get to the scales and get it weighed during our trip to Skooliepalooza, and we weighed 11,500 pounds. And here's me, standing in front of our RedLadderBus. Our first step was to fill our propane bottles. We carry two 20-pounders. Our first overnight stop, we favored Cracker Barrels the whole way. Here we are about 70 miles before Phoenix. I believe this is Interstate 10. We were mesmerized how the small mountains peaked sharply into the sky and all the different rock shapes. People who live around there probably think it's nothing, but to us, it was pretty amazing. New Mexico was right behind us, where the wind was horrible. It even blew off our roof hatch. I always love to see these huge wind turbines. Some people are against how they use up beautiful land space. One day our government will hopefully allow technology that we probably already have to be released and used to create energy in a much more smaller footprint. Here we are on our way home from Skooliepalooza. New Mexico border. Waiting for Mom to come. Here's baby. There's Sparky looking out the window as usual. Right, Spark? You know, Spark? It's all quiet here in the Skoolie. There's baby. There's the Skoolie back there. Mom ought to be coming out soon. Bye-bye. We pulled into a YMCA hoping to take a shower, but they just closed as we drove into the parking lot. There were two YMCA buses already there, so since we mixed in good with the crowd, we spent a few hours there and just took a shower on our own bus. This is day one of Skooliepalooza. We arrived there around 7 p.m. and had just enough daylight to settle in a bit, to see a few buses and put our little $3 chair out that we bought at a thrift store a few hundred miles back. We parked on the edge of a ravine and had an awesome view of the mountains and hills far off and below. Here we are viewing the sunset from our Skoolie kitchen table. Okay, we're here near Quartzsite, Arizona, actually Ehrenberg, Arizona, and Skooliepalooza 2021. Quick video to show you where we're parked. And there's buses all over the place. Way down there, about even a half a mile down they're parked. Maybe a 360 view. And there we are. As far as the ground out here, check it out. It's all rock and sand. I'd say more rock than sand. And that's it. That's how the ground is out here. That's it. Hi, Spark. Sparky. Look, baby. Look at baby. This was the view from the rear of our bus. That blue bus is Kelly's bus. We became friends, as you do with many people here at Skooliepalooza.
This one's kind of heavy.
Okay, it's February 2nd, 2021. We had to come to the Arizona desert here, 2 miles from the border of Arizona and California, near Blythe, actually in Ehrenberg, right outside of Quartzsite, here at Skooliepalooza with all the buses around. The buses all over the place. There's our bus. Our bus. And so we came over here so Robin could practice stones off into the valley. Aim for that mountain over there.
Yeah. I'm trying to... Oh, that was bad. Oh, that was really bad. Robin, I might as well as the first one,
Yep. Well, you missed the mountain. That's it. It's getting dark here at Skooliepalooza, and I believe it's February 3rd, third day of the Skooliepalooza. Getting nighttime here, and there's some fires just starting to go on. We got rocks and made our own little fire pit. And there's all the buses in the distance. Beautiful sky tonight as it gets dark. So we've got our hot dogs. We made our little fire. Here's our bus. There's our bus. There's the mountains in the distance. Of course, it's fuzzy because it's dark. And we got some rocks together. And we're cooking some hot dogs on our fire. And that's pretty cool, isn't it? We're gonna stay here tomorrow. And be probably Friday. And that's that too. Thank you, Arizona Sky. We'll see you later. This is the fourth day of Skooliepalooza, and we're about in the middle of the most crowded portion of it. There's just very many buses all over the place. We visited a lot. Hi, Robin. And saw a lot of stuff. And there sure is a lot of stuff. There's a skunk mobile. This is the top of our bus. There you see two 250-watt solar panels, which gives us our 500 maximum watts. Next to it is where the roof hatch used to be. The wind was blowing crazy as we entered New Mexico from the east. Suddenly, we were experiencing a lot of wind noise on the inside of the bus. It was then we realized the roof hatch was gone. The wind blew it right off, even though it was closed. We had to visit a small True Value Hardware in New Mexico and get some plywood to screw on the hole until we can get a used roof hatch replacement. Oh well, thank God I have a ton of tools on the bus. We traveled this trip with 2 dogs and 2 cats, and they were great the whole way. Robin was concerned that the cats would try to sneak out, so she suggested I stop and fix the situation. We stopped at a Lowe's in New Mexico and worked on the bus in the parking lot for probably at least 4 hours. I have an electric drill, saw, and all kinds of tools, so it all turned out great. I used pegboard instead of plywood, so now I have all kinds of spaces to hang stuff. And here's Precious, our cat. She's a one-of-a-kind. Both cats were great on the trip. They kind of laid low whenever we were going down the road. One bus had a great idea for their cat. They made a cat window cage. We stopped at AAA bus sales in Phoenix and picked up a roof hatch / emergency escape hatch for the top of our bus. The plywood is holding up. We'll fix things up when we get back to Tulsa. We also bought a used spare wheel for $50, and it fit just right in the side door. Okay, we're at a truck stop right outside of the Oklahoma border in Texas. Had to stop for the night, and it's really cool. We just get a spot, we get in here. There's Robin.
And there's a dog with a smelly
There's a dog
breath.
waiting. These dogs are Bacon. There's baby Bacon. Where's Sparky Bacon? There's Sparky Bacon. What do you want, Spark, huh? What do you want, Spark? What about you, babe?
Oh, I got some hot sauce.
And
Move, dog.
we got tacos today inside the bus. What, Spark? Quit it. And it's dark out here. We can barely see. We got the little propane going here. We got a diesel heater coming in pretty soon. And we open windows for the advantage of the propane. There's the door that's locked up, and it's all dark. You can't even see no light outside.
It's great.
But here inside our bus, we can eat beautiful tacos. Over and out.
Love your butt, dog.
Well, we spent almost 4 days at Skooliepalooza. The main reason we had to leave early is that me and Robin are on an ice hockey team in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and had a game that we didn't want to miss. Well, it got canceled anyway because of super bad winter weather. Well, this is the last stop coming back from Skooliepalooza to Tulsa, Oklahoma. And there's ice cake all across the windshield, ice all over the place. There was a 15-car deadly crash pileup on I-40 right outside, about 50 miles east of Oklahoma City. Yeah, a lot of ice caked up there. Antenna. Alrighty, we're finally home. Well, it could be a lot worse, right? Well, here's our stats. We went 2,906 miles in total. The bus did great the whole way. The only issue was that I sensed that the turbo boost in our 6.5-liter diesel engine was intermittent here and there. Very seldom, but I'm pretty picky about how our engine runs. So, thank you for checking out the great time that we had in our little Skoolie at Skooliepalooza 2021. Subscribe and you'll be sure to see much more interesting stories. Thank you for your time, and I hope you've enjoyed yourself.